All right, everybody, very good evening. This is Don Sherman all the way from Melbourne, Australia. Once again, I would like to give my sincere thanks to every one of you joining us today. This is a live telecast that I'm doing with a little bit of a chit chat and also to have a bit of a company with everyone. And today we have a very special guest who's joining us to have a little chit chat. She's none other than sensational Corrine Almeda all the way from Sri Lanka. So I believe that she's coming through without further delay. And in the meantime, hope everyone is feeling good and feeling safe, and wherever you are in your countries, in your home. And currently the Melbourne is going through with the lockdown situation for the last few weeks, and we're staying at home safely. That's something that I want to share with everyone. And I think back in Sri Lanka as well, people are staying at home mostly because the lockdown situation is going through. And I hope that everybody will be getting their safe lifestyle and the normal lifestyle in future, and to go back to the normal day-to-day lifestyle without any restrictions. Yes, everything is gonna be all right. That's what the song says as well. So we hope to get our normal lifestyle and celebrating the Christmas without any hesitation. Okay, let me add Corrine Almeda, and where she can come camera in a short while from now. She's adding, yes, in a short while from now she's coming on, and to have a little bit of a chit chat and what she's doing, and what latest things about her and the song career, and what more she has to offer with the new songs and certain other things as well. So we are getting news from Corrine that she'll be joining and adding in a short while from now. All right, what is going on? The invitation has been declined. Let me check it out again to add Corrine. All right. Trying to get different personalities on line. There we go. So yes, everybody, I believe those who are watching us right now, stay tuned, and Corinne is coming short while from now, and I'm trying to send the invitation to her. Yeah, let's see where she can join to the conversation. Yeah, we're joining all the way from Melbourne, Australia. I can see some people joining from Sri Lanka. Aibowan, Okkodama Aibowan, and hi and hello to you. And I know the situation is getting better in Sri Lanka, according to the news, what we get. The number of patients are getting down and going down, and certainly the hospitals are opening, not like in the tight situation which we had earlier. So yes, we'll see that the situation which we need to get through in every part of the world will be the same in this coming Christmas, because the vaccination process is going through in most of the countries, and as individuals, as civilians, what we can do is to get our vaccination. So I've got my both vaccination. Maybe if there's any boost shot in future, we can get that as well. So that is something that you can do nowadays. If you can get the vaccination and stay safe, wash your hands, and not to contaminate with the people, that is the only thing that you can do. So yeah, we will see how we need to get through with this situation, and coming back to our normal life. I think most of the people, they're missing their birthday parties, weddings, and certain other things, because we want to make sure that our things to we come back. There we go, Corrine. Very good evening to you. Can you hear me?
Give me a minute, I need to increase the volume.
All right, there you go.
Hello,
can you hear what
everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Corrine. How are you?
Hi, Don. Don,
Can you
Don.
hear? Yeah, that's me, Don. Can you hear what I'm saying or what I'm talking? Is it clear for you?
I can hear you.
I need a little bit of volume from your side. If you can get a bit closer to the, I think you can increase your volume, or maybe come a little bit closer to the camera. That would be ideal. A little bit closer.
Now?
Yes. Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Very good evening to you, Corrine.
Good evening. Let's rock it.
See what I got for you. I got some balloons, red balloons for you. I got some flowers for you.
My goodness. Thank you so much.
So much, so much. To tell you honestly, Corrine, I'm one of your fans, and because whenever we come across in musical events in back home in Sri Lanka, I used to chat with you at the back of the stage. But whenever you go on the stage to perform, I always come in the side and look at you how you perform, because that's why I like how you perform and your performance styles
Well,
and how you.
I like your food. You have cooked many times on stage at chat
Correct.
shows, and I have enjoyed your food.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, first of all, tell me how you've been these days, and what's your priorities these days, and how you're going through with the situations.
Well, these days, everyone's home, everyone's locked in. Well, when I say everyone, lots of people say when they get onto our roads, many people are on the roads too. But as for me and a few people I know, they're all locked in the sense they're home. So my priority is taking care of my mental and emotional health. That is my priority, because in order to do that, I am into a lot of things like my yoga and my meditation and my connection with the Supreme God Almighty. So it gives me all of these, because with all of these things that's happening, we need to be emotionally, mentally strong first.
Correct, correct. I know that you're into a new era of your lifestyle with the yoga, which I want to ask you in a little bit later. But before that, I want to ask you now. Most of the artists these days, Corinne, staying at home. Of course, the performance and touring is not happening. But I know that you are involving with many other things like the social works and your yoga and so many other things. But before everything, most of our viewers would like to know your good old days, even when you come to the trade. If you can just give a bit of a glimpse of light, how as a young girl you come into this trade. Were you in the gospel group, or were you interested to become a singer, or how did it happen, Kareem?
Well, I've said it many times on many interviews. Music was in the family. My dad and mom could sing and play instruments. My dad played the guitar, and my mom's family too. They were all good singers, although not professional singers.
Okay.
They were all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So music was in the family, and my brother and myself, we took it on professionally. Kevin and myself.
All right.
And yeah, since we were kids, we were singing, and then we got into it professionally. And to date, both of us, that's our main source of, income, bread and butter. So with the current situation, as you said, it's all on hold. But what I would like to say is, especially in a country like Sri Lanka, when you say you're in the music industry, people tend to wonder if that is sufficient for you to make a living. Now, this I have learned a lot from Sunil. I have said it before too. When he always said, if you are going to make your music your bread and butter, your job
Yeah.
to survive, you need to give priority to it and you need to do it properly. So I've learned a lot and I've come a long way, and I'm so happy for the person I am today, for the singer I am today. It's just not only singing. We need to take care of ourselves and a little bit of saving for a rainy day and a bit of our future. We need to think a little bit. It's not that we are going to hoard and hoard and hoard. But in a situation like this with COVID, it really struck me to know what many years ago the advice I got and how I put it into good use was a good thing. So my advice to musicians, if you are taking this up professionally as your main source of income, you have to do it correctly, as in saving up. Think of a little bit of your future. If you have family, if you have children, you know, you have a lot to think. Because generally in the Oriental industry and the Western scene, not 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 all musicians, I would say 75% would always think of, you know, partying. You go for a gig, you just, you know, end
Correct.
up partying, and then sometimes the next day they wouldn't have, you know, that money wouldn't last even for a week. So those are really bad habits. At least now let's learn to do things properly, because this thing has, COVID has taught us a lot.
Absolutely, Corinne. That's a very good message. Now, I want to add a little bit more and your versatility, because you are a wonderful female artist where you can sing from Sri Lankan baila to the Western songs, English songs as well, and you cater to a vast majority of audience. Now, how did you get into this, the variation and this type of a vibe on various different songs, Corinne? I'm definitely sure you started with the English songs and then you move into Sri Lankan baila and so on. And tell me something about how your journey on that.
My journey on that, back again, I would mention the Gypsies. When they invited me, when Sunil invited me, I mean, I was just an average singer singing in a band, uh, just enjoying my music, earning a buck, uh, just going on, because music was in the family. From our small days, we sang. But then when I got this, I have to thank Somerset, the band Somerset. I was with them for a long time. Jayanta, Anil, Tyrone, Derek Keppenstall, who later joined the Gypsies. We all
Yes.
played. And then Anne Narden, I must remember her. I took her place with Somerset. Uh, so that was my, I mean, I've sung for many other bands too, but that was a band that I sang for a long time, and with a contract at the then Oberoi Supper Club. We were the in-house band together with Pearl. So that was my starting, really starting point there, getting into the wider audience when I got the invitation from the Gypsies. And then I was exposed to the masses. I realized that this is, you know, I'm a burger, but I speak Sinhala well. And I used to sing many Sinhala songs even when I was small. I started a lot with Indrani Akka's, lots of her songs. But when I started, you know, touring in and around Sri Lanka and then outside the country, touring the world with the Gypsies, I realized that it's always nice to have your music, your original stuff. And for some reason, although I'm a burger, I could pronounce the Sinhala words correctly and without an accent.
Correct.
And that was something unique that they discovered in me. And then, you know, I could go out there and relate to the masses well, and communicate with them and have that rapport. So that's a bit, I'm not like a great brilliant singer, I should say, really. Like Sunil also used to always talk about himself, you know, he used to always say mata kata nakne mata tini takaran. It's to say, but I don't come. I mean, there are very talented musicians, and today there are so many talented musicians, the youngsters, and I'm so happy and proud to see, you know, them taking stage and doing their thing, you know. But it's not all about singing. That is what I believed in. You always have to have other things following with that. A lot of discipline, a lot of punctuality, a lot of dedication, all that is needed. And I guess that is the secret of my success, to be what I am today, to still be able to be in this position.
Awesome. You had some great points. One thing is to have your originals. The originals, I know that you've been singing cover versions of both Sri Lankan and English as well. Now, coming back to your originals, Corinne, what were your earlier originals? I know that you have many popular originals, Sri Lankans. So just mention, have you done any English originals, and what was your first Sri Lankan original and so on?
English originals, I haven't done other than the spiritual song I did very recently. Uh, Other than that, I haven't done very many English originals. Not very many, not nothing at all. I've done cover versions. Getting back to originals music, I don't have very many songs like some of the singers, I must say. I've altogether two albums and individual, a couple of individual songs that I sang for various
Yeah,
other productions. But you don't need that many songs originals in your kitty. If you can know how to market it, if you know how to use it properly, market it, and you know, I'm not a singer who has like so many songs to my credit, but I'm still there, and that's also a blessing from above. It's
yeah.
it's it's all together, put together. It's a package.
Absolutely. You are a package, Corrine, to tell you now. As a package, I can mention that from the dancers to the supper club or the nightclubs to the various rural part of Sri Lanka or overseas, that you can entertain any sorts of crowd. Now, if you can remember, I can remember sometime back in Sri Lanka, I was with you in one of the shows in a very rural part. I think it's Ampara or somewhere, or Dehiyagata or the Kahatagastigili or somewhere. And it was a huge crowd. And while you start performing, a guy came on the stage and started dancing. And then the organizers came to the stage and tried to move him, but he refused. Then you asked the band to stop, okay, stop my song, and asked the organizers to move. And you said to the guy, hey, that is your space and this is my space. I'm here to perform for you. Why don't you go to there and enjoy your dance while I'm singing here? Then the guy nicely went out. I don't know whether you can remember sometime back.
I can't remember. I didn't know if you were there, but that was not just one incident. Many a times I have faced things like that, and you got to be nice. The thing is, you don't know in what condition they are. They can be after, influence of liquor. They can be. We don't know, so we need to know how to handle them carefully. Um, because you don't want to just at the split second, so many things could happen. So these are little things that I learned with the gypsies, and I learned how to handle a crowd, and like you said, to be able to cater to any audience. Let it be a wedding, a dance, a concert, a sit down, a sing along, whatever. I mean, all credit has to really be given to the gypsies, to Sunil, because I learned a lot about, because when I came in and when I started touring all over the country, I wasn't fluent uh, to converse properly in Sinhala. I was always adding another English word in between, but that too, with years, I learned.
All
So
right.
that is a very important part of a singer. I don't know. To me, I think it's not only singing. If you can entertain and if you can sing to their hearts, if you can entertain them to that level, to get down to being one of them, and then you can see how well you're received and how well you're loved. And when you really sing it from your heart and to be one of them there, it's nice. It's a nice feeling.
Absolutely, because as a young girl, you come out with very stunning dresses. I know from the day one where I saw you, Corinne, you've been dressing up very attractively, and you present yourself very beautifully on stage or even off stage or wherever, in TV shows or wherever. Now, in relevant to the audience, now you may get lots of offers from the guys because you've been hanging out with the drunken guys and the party guys. Sometimes it's always the guys attract for a woman, and it's natural. But now, how do you incorporate all these various occasions? If you come out with any incidents that came through in your mind?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have
Hundreds of
quite a
many.
lot. The thing is, hundreds of. The funny part is, I expect more of that kind from the outer world, from like the open air concerts and the masses. But funnily, it happens, all of these things kept happening indoor in all the five-star hotels that we performed. And I used to like think, oh my
Okay.
gosh, these guys, but there again, there were a couple of times where some of the band leaders would have to just, come forward and excuse, ask them to, back off or something like that. But not many,
Correct.
not many. I knew always how to handle myself. I knew to,
That's
I
better.
thank God for that. I didn't panic on stage. I never panicked. Worst scenario, like you said, I would ask the band to stop and then start all over again once the guy's gone away.
And any memories that you cried on the stage due to audience's reaction or anything happened like that? I'm just asking.
No, not any bad things that happened. Spur of the moment, it was nipped in the bud, and then the guy was missing, and we kept carrying on with our music and all of that. Well, other than that, sometimes words of the songs, I hate to look at the my
Lyrics?
file or whatever, iPad or whatever. I always like to memorize the song and go forward without any music notation stand or anything. But there are instances where sometimes when you get carried away with the audience, sometimes you miss a line or two, but then I knew how to roll it and come back to the song, or else I will maybe stop there and I'll talk to the crowd, and I knew how
Awesome.
to handle it. Thank God. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, when it comes to the stage performance, Corinne, were you learn that or were you imitate somebody or anything that you have any essence behind it? Because your stage performance is unique, that you handle any sorts of crowd, as I mentioned, from the top to the middle to the young to the elderly, whatever it is. So your stage performance, how did you get that rhythm or the flavor of it?
I didn't really follow anybody as such. I'm always myself on stage. To me, the most comfortable place is the stage. But I must tell you, as I get on stage, I'm sure every singer will agree with me. As I get on stage for the first few seconds or a minute, not even a minute, I should say, less than a minute, you feel that nervousness and you feel that, you know, kind of funny feeling, but it just disappears just like that. Once you get in with, once you see the crowd, and once, it all just goes away. And then I'm just myself. Oh, I love
Absolutely.
the
That
stage. I love the stage.
I know that. We can feel it that you come on, walk into the stage and you get hold of the mic and you make a magic on that. Now, going back to your performance style and your singing style, now I can see, I'm just asking you as a fan, I can see some of the other female artists is giving a bit of a flavor of you in some of the band female artists and some solo artists coming out with your tone of singing or maybe or some phrases or maybe some different acts on the stage as well. How would you look at that, and do you notice anyone is trying to imitate you or anything like that?
Well, I've heard certain other musicians mention things like that, but I am so happy. I am so happy because all of these years, we've seen talent contests, we've seen all of these superstar, all of these competitions, reality programs, that the singer is always, the winner is always more onto uh, maybe Angeline Gunathilaka or Lata Valpala type, that kind of music and that kind of tone and the selection of songs. But in recent times, I see a huge difference. I'm not saying anybody is imitating me, or that's what people say. I am not saying, I haven't said it, And I'm sure they are not. It's just that that is their style. I mean, okay, now even when it's a song they have to sing for a competition, they always take a cover version first, because when they come for a competition, they don't have their original music to sing for the competition. So it's like that. You're singing somebody else's song. Maybe you're trying to just sound a little bit like that person. I don't know, but I am so happy to see so much of talent oozing. And this is how it should be, because this is it is like a cycle. It's just moving and rolling like one of those balls that's rolling. That is how it should be, because
Correct.
there'll come a time that we'll have to gracefully step down, and then they have to take over. So I'm very, very, very happy, and I can even name a few. I can now look at Yohani. What magic she has made, even with the cover version. It's not even her
Amazing.
song. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. The whole world is talking about and how proud we are of her. And I
Correct.
remember I read articles, people not saying too many good things about her singing, that she's just an average singer, and that she can. I mean, what she has just taken over the whole world. It's amazing. And then there's Fallon who sang for Derana. Then the guys, so many guys. Sorry, I can't remember the names, but fantastic music singers. They're all great, great, great singers, and I wish them nothing but the best from all of my heart. Just take that baton and go forward. Just keep it going.
Awesome, Corrine. You talk from the bottom of your heart. Now, since you mentioned Yohani, I would like to just raise a little on her now. Do you think that, as you mentioned, her capacity and her the songs and feeling and all, but just tell me, is that her true talent, or how do you categorize, or her luck, or if you want to become hit the world or come on top in any song or your own song, is that the performance style or the capacity of singing or the luck involved? Do you believe in luck? That's what I want to ask.
I do believe in luck. Yes, I do believe in luck. But talking about Yohani, like I said, I've read people talking not so very nice about her before. But now all of a sudden, there's not one person who is not talking, everyone's talking nice about her. I must tell you this story. I still have it on my phone, her message to me. In 2020, July, she had sung one of my songs, one of the Redde Hatte song at some event. And then somebody had told her, I think the creator of the song I don't really know that side of it, had told her or called her or said at the shore or whatever, that it would be nice if you can mention the original singer's name when you're doing cover versions. Well, mistakes do happen. I mean, how many covers do I sing when I go on these TV programs? I, of course, mention the singer's name, but I mean, we can forget also sometimes. It's not a big deal. So she felt so bad, and she sent me this long message on Messenger. So sweet. I mean, I could have, my phone's right there, and I sort of read the message. And you know what I told her? I just gave her, she wanted my number. So I gave her my number. She called me, and then I had this long chat with her. And I told, then in the message also, I said, when we leave this earth, we take nothing with us. We take nothing with us. So you're most welcome to sing. I don't have very many songs, anyways. But if you want to sing any song that I have made popular, please, you can take it and make it your own, and you can do it. You don't even have to mention my name. I said, it's not important. That is what, and luckily, I generally delete messages, but I have her message. And then recently I wished her again from the bottom of my heart, and I sent her another message with her latest achievements and all of that. What a humble, she said, I am very new, I am still learning, please forgive me. I was only singing in clubs and pubs, and I'm very nervous. Sweet, her message was so innocent, humble message she sent me, and I was so very, 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 I don't know, and how people could, to me, she is a fantastic, I mean, she's not a singer who has like a high range. Like, okay, take this girl, Nuandika from Derana. She's also a fantastic singer. She's a fantastic singer. But when Fallon won it, I thought Fallon was a package. Nuandika had the voice, the range, everything. But Fallon had the package as an entertainer, as a singer, as a, who could sing any kind, any style. It's nothing wrong. That is my opinion. Different people have different opinions, and that is what the world is made of. And to
Correct.
me, Johanni is a talented singer. And look at her, the way effortlessly she plays the guitar. I can't play the guitar. I can hold a few notes here and there, but I can't do what she's doing.
She
And
does, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely, Corinne. Whatever you add into the conversation is really good. And if anybody is watching us right now, if you want to become a singer, or if you want to hit the world in any platform, like in the social media, or maybe even YouTube, or even perform, because you don't hardly get a chance to do performance these days. These days, the social media is very powerful. If you can hit something on your own and do something better, that's the best. Now, Corinne, going back to your singing career, to your personal, I would say, personal healthy life. Now, from the day I saw you, you've been maintaining a very physical body structure, I would say. Right? You've never been too chunky, or never been so slim, or you've been maintaining your structure as a very, 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 I would say, physical body structure. Now, yes, that's right. Now, tell me, any secret behind it, or you are controlling in your diet, or you? I know that your meditation structure is in the separate thing that I want to talk about it later. But I'm going back to your very young age, as a young girl to up to now. Have you gone through with any physical diet frame, or maybe your other day-to-day frames? Just describe on that a little.
well, in my younger days too, I used to be generally careful with my food. I used to, I was not this made like having a diet that I was following or something like that. But I was always careful with my food, and because I'm the petite kind, short kind. I mean, I'm not like a tall person. So I didn't want to put on this way. So, I'll get more, people will see me more shorter, and, I always thought about my health. My health is always number one, because my health is my wealth. If I am good in my health, I can do many things. But
Correct.
if we fall sick, then what? We cannot do nothing. So that was always at the back of my mind. But yoga, I got into yoga very late in life. I saw, it's about now a little over 4 years, got into yoga. That too, uh, there was something that led me to that. And I am so ever so grateful to my Supreme, to God Almighty, for leading and guiding me in that path. Because I have come out a totally different person today that I am so proud of. So I don't want to elaborate on things why I got into yoga. I'll just say one line. I was in a very toxic relationship, and I didn't know where my life was taking me, and I needed to get out of it immediately. That's all. I like to talk about it. I don't want to talk anything else. And I felt this was like a message from God above, for my prayers was answered, and that's how I got into yoga and meditation. And today I am just I am a super powerful, happy, peaceful, contented, caring, loving, giving human being. And I'm so very thankful to my God Almighty for that.
That's amazing. Now, the benefit of yoga, we've been heard about it for many years, for many personalities. But a person like you, who've been having a busy life, day-to-day lifespan, and travel across the world, and then entertaining different sorts of crowd, and moving with, I would say, party-loving people, night times, and long trips, and so on. Now, a person like you come out with saying that yoga benefits you and it gives you total 360-degree change. That's really amazing, Corrine. Now, in elaborate on that, if you can say your thought process, your thinking pattern, and your maybe your metabolism or your lifestyle and everything is being changed. Now, tell me, a person who's looking at this wants to come out with yoga, or maybe to at least in this period they've been stressed or various issues they're coming going through with it. What's your message if someone is interested to get into the yoga?
Yes, now many people look at yoga in many different ways. Some people want to do yoga to just slim down, to look good, to do all, to be able to stand on your head and stand on your shoulder and all of that. Yoga is not about just, your physical being. Yoga is just going deeper into yourself, finding your inner self, and just looking at you backward, looking at yourself, finding yourself inside, and uniting yourself. That is what's yoga all about. A priority in yoga, the union. So when you do yoga, when I started yoga, I learned all of those things, especially with the breathing exercises and the meditation. Now, when I'm a Christian, and some people were confused when I said I'm a yogini, because they thought, because yoga originated from Hinduism, so they thought that I am changing my religion and I'm joining another religion. To be very honest, yoga brought me even more closer to God. I am spiritually this much connected now, and it's an amazing thing. And yoga is, like I said, finding your inner self, your inner peace, and especially with COVID, where all the breathing exercises helps you to keep your respiratory tract all cleared. So, I mean, there's a lot that I can go on and on about yoga. It's not only to look good inside, to feel good inside. And a little advice I can give anyone who wants to start yoga: you have to, no one should force you to do that. It has to come from, you have to like it. You have to be the one to make that decision, not because somebody else tells you, you can get your weight down, or you can know. You have to, then when you start yoga, you have to know why you want to do yoga, and then you have to go step by step by step, and then absorb it, and then you will realize what a change it has made to you. I can tell you, to people who are listening, we have 24 hours in the day. You have to, this is what I am doing, okay? Set aside 2 hours at least. Apart from my 2 hour yoga, I do yoga 5 days a week online because we cannot go to the ashram now. So we have yoga every uh, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So my day starts at 5:30, 5:30. 6 o'clock is my class. I take the 6 o'clock class because that is easy. I can do all my housework and all of the cooking and all of that after that. So 6 to 8. Apart from that, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the night, I call it the holy hour. Brandon and Mom and
Okay.
all you. I said, I'm going for my holy hour. So 8 to 9 is my holy hour. So in that hour, I do my prayers, I do my meditation, I do all the breathing exercises. So it takes little, sometimes 1 hour, 10 minutes, sometimes 1 hour. I don't count exactly an hour, but that's how much of a time it takes. If, and also very important, because social media and all of these things are, so much. You have to stop looking at your phone. You have to get off your, what we hear, what we see, what we read. It affects your mental health. I don't even watch news, to be very honest, because there are lots of news that everybody's talking about. In your WhatsApp, people just send and send and send. I don't even see most of them. I just delete it. That disturbs you a lot. So then with yoga and meditation and all of this, you know how to program yourself and you know how to manage your emotional and mental health, your well-being. So 1 hour before you go to sleep, also the same. Because when you absorb all of these worldly things, all of these news, all of these killings and all of this COVID and the deaths and all that, you're sleeping with that. You're absorbing, your inner subconscious is all absorbed with that. So you think you had a good night's sleep, but you wake up very tired. Sometimes people get up and say, I slept well also, but then, I'm feeling very tired today. I don't know why. Because they consumed so much the previous night. And that is all like a CD registering in their mind. So their inner, their, subconscious, they don't sleep. So 1 hour when you wake up, 1 hour before you go to sleep, get out of all of those things. Do your prayers, your whatever religion you are, just, be connected spiritually. And then you can maybe read a nice book, a very inspiring book, a nice story. I listen to a lot of there is this, she's an Indian, she's a Brahm. Sometimes I put it on Facebook too. And I see hardly anybody watches it. And I'm like thinking, oh, you put up a picture and there are so many likes and so many comments and so many things that if you put up something nice with a good message, people don't listen, people don't watch. I'm thinking, what? You cannot force. So this sister, her name is Sister Shivani. She's such a wonderful being, very serene. They call themselves Brahma Kumaris. She's from Raj Yoga in India, but she tours a lot in the States, Canada, Australia, and she has fantastic programs with beautiful messages. And her latest one was she was talking to the Minister for mental health and addiction in Ontario, Canada. She was giving him. He was so, I was thinking, my, look at who is getting advice from her. And he just wants to spread it
So
to
good.
his community, which is a nice thing. Lots of things I've learned, lots of things, good things, and I've got all that into my life, and my life's on a nice journey, and I am a very happy, like I said, peaceful human being today.
Amazing, Corrine. I really like your certain informations when it comes to this yoga and your life change and how you benefit out of it, especially the spiritual power or the world power, the universe power, how you can absorb that into your life and get the spirit of it and make your life into a right path. That is something like the law of attraction, isn't it? Something that you get into the value of the world and some positivity into your thoughtfulness and your lifestyle, and built into your life into a positivity. That is something amazing. Now I'm actually I want to see part of your body. Would you like to show it on the camera? I know you. Part of your body, because I have a, no, come on. I want to see that one. I want to show it to the others as, no, you sit down. Sit down. Corrine, you got to sit down. I want to see your nice tattoo. That is
You
nothing
mean
else.
tattoo? I thought you want to see my physique. I want
to your tattoo. That is something new to our.
Tattoo.
Oh
this
my
is a part
God.
of that toxic story that I was talking about.
That is what. So your now, Corrine, I can see your profile picture is your tattoo on your Facebook page. Now, I want you to describe that, if you like to describe that, your tattoo, and what made you to do it, and what exactly in there, and what are the symbols there. Are you happy to say that?
Yes. I mean, I don't want to elaborate, but this is a part, like I said, of the toxic story. So I had that name of that relationship, which I was like thinking, oh, why did I ever? Because I'm not a person who, ever did tattoos. I was thinking I should have had my son's name there. Anyways, see, I believe in this too very strongly. Sometimes people say this happened to me and that happened to me and this, bad thing happened to me. But out of every bad thing, there's always a good thing that comes out of it. See what came out of it today. Look at me.
Amazing.
I wouldn't have ever been a yogini. I wouldn't have ever been, my life would have never changed like this. More spiritual, more, all of what I am today. That is the good thing that came out of me. And I still offer that person also a prayer because of so and so, because of all of that, I became this. So nothing much to talk. The name was there, and I changed it all into butterflies and musical notes and a big treble clef, which is my favorite musical note, and some little flowers and all that to be happy, to show that I am a happy person.
Beautiful, Corrine. So cool. See how open you are, and also now having a conversation with you after some time, I can see that a lot of changes on you with your vocabulary and your thoughtfulness and your thought process. Now, I have a big question with your changing of your inner thoughts. Would you be change your lifestyle into a next level where you don't want to sing, you don't want to entertain people, you don't want to go around the world with different shows in different types of people? Will it happen like that with your mind development going into next level? I'm just asking.
No, I haven't thought about that yet. But right now, we cannot go anywhere. That's the reality.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
asking in future.
in the future. See, I was supposed to go to India to do my teacher training for yoga because I am quite okay in all of my asanas and all of what I am doing. And I am ready to take on that path now to get my teacher training, to do a teacher training course. So, like Clifford is also a yoga teacher now. So I don't know. I have just left it all in the hands of the Lord, and I pray about it. And now with COVID, now with all of these things, we are stuck in our homes. We cannot do our work. But if things get back to normal, then if I'm still wanted by my fans and by all the organizations, I'm ever so willing to go out there because stage is my life. I've always said it in the past, I'll say it now, and I'll always say, if I have to close my eyes, that is one place I'd like to close my eyes, you know, because there will be a day that we'll all have to close our eyes. We'll all have to leave this earth, our bodies. We'll have to just, that is one place I'd just like to, say goodbye to everybody. So, but we don't know. We don't know how that will happen. But if I do get all my overseas gigs and my local shows and all that, I'll be ever so glad and willing to go and, entertain my fans. Yes, of course. But I like to do my yoga thing too. I like to go for my teacher training, and I don't know how if that can be done. I was inquiring if I can do my teacher training course online, but I still prefer if I can go because I did go to Kerala to the ashram with Anujaki and them in 2019, and I saw the whole setup and I saw how it is, and I just fell in love with that, whole concept and the whole thing. So simple and so, I don't know, it's like, that's where you really feel that we're all one. We're all one. I don't know why people are trying to be fighting with caste and creed and religion, and it's silly. We're all at the end of the day just humane, human. We're just one. So I don't know. I'm just praying about it, and I like to live in the present moment. I like to take one step at a time, one day at a time. And I only ask the Lord to help me feel your presence in every thought, feel, word, deed, and act that when I wake up. So I like the way I'm moving forward, really.
Beautiful, Corinne, and amazing. Now, going back to your musical, live musical show business, and tell me, let me ask you a bit of a fun-oriented question now. If you've been given a chance to select any artist, local or international, a male artist to do a duet, who would you select? A male artist, maybe an international artist? I would say,
A
that
male
you'd love.
auntie. Come in, both of us will sing a song.
You're so sweet. Okay. No, that's fun. No, I was expecting Enrique Iglesias that you would come up with Ricky Martin.
You're better than it.
Come on. No, now, now going back in the
No,
that.
excuse me. Excuse me. We have to learn to appreciate our very own first before we talk about people overseas, international stuff.
So cool, so cool. All right, all right, Corey. Now, I'm definitely sure all of you guys are watching right now would like to hear your voice, of course, even with the music or even
God,
without the music.
like Sunil says, takarang voice එක දැන් COVID කාලේ සින්දු කියන නැතුව මගේ takarang වෙලා දැන්.
It's nothing as such, nothing as such. We always love to listen your voice, Corrine. Now, would you like to sing part of your song? I know that your originals are quite popular, Kondenatha Tinagavata and all the other songs that you have done. And I heard that you have done a new song as well. I would like to know about it.
Yes, I have done a new song for a while. I tried to do a little video and put it out, but then came the third wave and the fourth wave and all of the
All
waves.
the waves.
And somebody said the fifth one is on the way.
Oh my God.
So I just put it on hold. And it's a beautiful song done by Azlan Sharif Dean,
All
Faisal's
right.
nephew here. Yeah. So it's a very up-tempo song.
A 681?
It's called Api Natamo. So it's about Natanda. Because I'm always a Natanda person. I like to Natanda. I like to have fun. Honestly, I like to just party and have fun because life is not too short. It's 3 short now.
Boom,
We
boom.
just need to party. So yeah, so that song is there in the pipeline. Plus today I did another. I not I did. I spoke to another friend, and just before we got online, he called and said the song is ready. I said what? He
Oh my
said
God.
yes. Yeah. I said no. I said I don't want it so much in a hurry. I said just I gave him the ideas and I just but he said, I said, okay, after I get on this live thing, I'll call you back. So yeah,
There's another
you never
song,
know.
right?
Those two might be the next two hit songs. I am just taking it one day at a time, man. I'm just, enjoying my life and enjoying my time and space. So let's see how it goes. I'll for sure let you all know about these two songs.
Amazing, amazing. Now, before we end up, Corrine, I would like to hear your part of your song, if you like, if you can, or if you're happy to sing few lines.
I'll sing just a few lines of this song that I said completed song. I'll just give the lyrics. It goes like Ate sate etat netat satuting inne Ape hite dukak nete hinehi inne Limousine loku padine Nayabarane.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Limousine loku
correct.
padine Nayabarane.
So you always like to reflect your personal life, even at Kondenatha Inagavata. You simply say your lifestyle. Ate Tina.
That is the creator of the song. That is how he saw me, he said. So, that's another
So you're
story.
happy
So
to express.
yeah, that is how he
You're happy.
listened to, yeah.
Correct. You're happy to express your personal feeling through the song as well. That is something good as well. Any English songs comes into your mind to go with few lines, Corrine? I'm definitely sure all of your fans.
My favorite song is One Day at a Time, Sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you. Just, I started on a lower key. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. So for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. Yeah.
So how cool that we both of us came like this. That's amazing. That's amazing, Corrine. And your good thoughts and good intention would definitely goes into the next level of your life. I'm definitely sure you have come out with so much of values through current days with your lifestyle and how you've gone through with different hurdles and the experiences that you have gained, and even this uh, the yoga, the values of yoga has given so much of spiritual and physical as mental and social and every as a package that given so much of values to you as well. So one final thing, Corrine, if you can tell your fans, I'm mostly sure that your friends across the world, especially in overseas and also Sri Lanka, and your fans are waiting to see you back on stage. I know that what's going through it, it's already understand, but any message that you want to give to all of your friends, fans, or anybody who's watching this conversation?
Most importantly, if you haven't got that jab, the vaccine, first of all, just get that. Okay? Because it's not that it's not going to, if you are to get it, you will anyway get it. But the chances of, um, not getting serious with COVID is there with the vaccines. So please get your vaccines. I love you guys so much. I know it's been a long time now that we haven't been able to tour or, even perform here locally. But if you're fit, if you're healthy, and if you're living still, you're breathing, the other things can happen later on. So stay safe, stay healthy, just take care of yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. There is a, even I used to believe those days about loving other people first, your loved ones, your family, your children, your husband, your spouse, your wife. No, you got to love yourself first. It's not being selfish. Sometimes people say it's selfish thing. No. Only when you love yourself and take care of yourself first, that you can take care of the rest and love others. So take care of yourself, love yourself unconditionally. No conditions, unconditional love. Forgive yourself, love yourself, and then you can love others beautifully. You can give it all to others. When you have all that in you, you can just give it away all to the others. So stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all so much. Stay positive. Just go forward positive. Just stay focused and be mindful and be positive all the time. God bless you all.
Absolutely, Corrine. Negative on your COVID test and positive in your lifestyle and your thoughts, everything. That is what Corrine's wish to everyone. I'm definitely sure all of you are watching would definitely accept your thoughts, and they always love you unconditionally. Corrine, thank you so much for being humble and accept my request to be with this casual chat. This is not your YouTube, my YouTube or anything like that. We just have a casual chat. It came out nicely. It's almost an hour exactly.
Thank you for
Pardon?
inviting me. It was a
My
pleasure.
pleasure.
And to all my loved ones all over the world, I love you all.
Thank
Bye.
you, Corrine. Looking forward to see you. Bye-bye. God bless you. Bye.